Across the long sweep of history, minds born in different worlds discovered the same truth. Let us journey into that shared truth. From the silent caves of ancient sages to the studios of modern visionaries, one thread has quietly woven its way through time, a thread of stillness, a thread of intuition, a thread of inner clarity. Across the Vedic tradition, the sages spoke of this same truth, a wisdom that arises not from force, but from quietness, not in thought, but in presence, not outwardly, but within. They described a deeper intelligence, buddhi, the clear, discerning awareness beyond ordinary thinking, a silent knowing that appears when the mind becomes still, not the restless mind that chases, but the quiet mind that receives. When thoughts settle, a light dawns. From that light, true insight emerges, unforced, effortless. And just as the sages spoke of this quiet light, modern minds discovered the same truth. The greatest insights arise in stillness. Albert Einstein called intuition the sacred gift. He trusted it more than the rational mind, the faithful servant that could calculate, but could never imagine. For him, imagination was not a distraction from science. It was its source, a doorway to patterns the thinking mind could not reach. He spoke of unity, of wonder, a feeling he called cosmic religion. In the language of the Vedas, a similar state is called prajñā, the deeper knowing that arises when the mind grows quiet enough to hear. Einstein's discoveries did not come from thinking harder, but from thinking more quietly. Nikola Tesla once said, "My brain is only a receiver." He described his greatest ideas as visions arriving whole, luminous, complete. Before a single diagram existed, he built entire machines in the theater of his mind. Every coil, every movement, refined in inner stillness. He believed the universe to be a symphony of vibration, an idea that echoes Vedic teachings on prana, the pulse beneath all form. Tesla's brilliance was not the product of struggle. It was received in that still place where mind and energy meet. He listened to the universe the way a sage listens to breath, attentively, quietly, without force. Steve Jobs returned, year after year, to Autobiography of a Yogi, a book on self-realization and inner clarity. He often said intuition was more powerful than intellect. To him, simplicity was not minimal design. It was insight, the clarity that arises when the inner world is steady and calm. He believed the inner voice knows long before the mind can explain. The Bhagavad Gita describes this as the guidance that appears when the mind becomes steady and clear. Before he shaped the world outside, he mastered the one inside. Different eras, different disciplines, different paths of genius, and yet the same source. The sages of India described a wisdom that does not arise from thought, but from presence, a knowing that appears when the noise fades. Einstein touched it through wonder and imagination, Tesla through inner silence and perception, Jobs through intuition and self-realization. All three stepped beyond the thinking mind into something timeless. Perhaps genius is not a rare inheritance, but a quiet possibility within anyone who learns to be still. And perhaps insight is not created, but received, when the heart is open and the mind is quiet. When we listen deeply, when we trust the whisper within, we touch the same source the sages spoke of. The same source that moved Einstein's vision, shaped Tesla's inventions, and guided Jobs' intuition. A quiet intelligence, waiting in us too. In quiet moments, a deeper knowing appears. When we learn to trust that inner light, we touch the same source that guided seekers across the ages. For wisdom is timeless, and so are we.